and go to the first phase 1. Look at that. Easy peasy. We just got phase 1 done that quickly. Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is the Normandy playthrough of Expedition number 2. So, if you didn't know, Expedition 2 has just started today, December 8th, and it will go for 2 weeks. So it'll end right before Christmas. You have 2 weeks to do this one. Let's jump into it. Now, if you didn't know, you need to start a fresh, new expedition. So you see, last expedition I just completed right here took about 7 hours. So that's a little bit of grinding, but you cannot use this one. You have to have a whole new game. And then you go over here to your expedition tab over on the right-hand side. There you go. We have 2 weeks to do this. Let's fire it up. So yeah, this is the one that will give you the Normandy. Now, it is not a ship you can fly around. It is a frigate for your freighter. So you can send it on missions to help you out for freighter missions. It's very, very cool. There's other rewards as well, but the big one, the one that everyone wants, is the Normandy, okay? So that's what we're here for. That's what we're gonna do. Now, this is only gonna last 2 weeks, so they have adjusted it. It'll take place on different planets than the original time, and they've been adjusted because 2 weeks is a lot faster than it should be, so they shortened it up a little bit to make up the difference for the 2 weeks. Let's get in here and see. And if you haven't done an expedition in No Man's Sky, basically they start you a brand new save. Your character, everything is randomized. So what you come with, what you know, the multi-tool you have, the upgrades you have, your inventory size, everything is randomized. Yours is going to be different than mine. Excuse me. So yeah, you might look different, or you know, your character will look different, and your inventory will look different. But we all have the same goal, and we all start on the same planet. All right. So let's jump in here and let's see what's going on here. What kind of tool do we have? It is. Oh, it's a rifle. I like that. So the first thing I'm going to tell you, yeah, the Beachhead expedition. There you go. There's my character. And then we're going to go into the pause menu because in the expedition play mode, you actually have a new expedition tab right here. And these are your missions. These are what you're supposed to be doing to get your reward. So if you complete phase 1, you'll get a reward. Phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and then phase 5, you'll get your reward. But you don't know what phase 5 is going to be until you get there. So that's what kind of makes this one a little bit different. All the other expeditions you can kind of do ahead of time, like, oh, there's a milestone right here I could do. We don't know what that is yet. So it kind of changes the game a little bit. So we need to deploy a Nomad exocraft. We need to locate our starship. We need to leave the planet, use a freighter to warp to a new system, and reach rendezvous number 1. That seems pretty easy, right? So let's do that. Let's call in. Let's see if we can call in a exocraft. Let's do that. We cannot call them in at all. Can we make one? So if you up on your D-pad, you might be able to make a Nomad Geobay. We need metal plating. So if we go into our inventory, as you can see, we already start out with a whole bunch of stuff we need just to get going, right? You know, and then, you know, our multi-tool is broken. Our scanner is broken. We need ferrite dust. Let's get some rocks. You're going to need that for metal plating as well. So get these. Oh, we have a pure ferrite. We don't need that. We need regular ferrite dust. There you go. We're in the middle of an extreme storm, a firestorm. So we need to get this done as quick as possible. Now, keep in mind, you need 50 ferrite dust to make 1 metal plating, and we're going to need a couple metal platings. So definitely get as much ferrite dust as you possibly can. And also keep in mind, you know, just relax. This is a normal save, and so if you die, you'll just respawn. You'll have to come back to your grave to pick up all your items. But you don't worry about dying this early, or if something happens, you're okay. You don't need to worry about that. All right, let's fix our scanner. We have 75 dust for that, so now we have a good scan. I don't even know if we have. Let's see. Let's check it out. After we get that, boom. Go to our inventory. We have 148. We have enough. So let's make 2 metal plating. There you go. We're also going to analyze this geode. That'll give us more ferrite dust. Yeah, perfect. So now we can place down our Nomad Geobay. This will actually let us... Oh, no, we need 5 metal plating. Wow, okay. Not 2, we need 5. So we need a whole bunch more ferrite dust in order to make our metal plating to get this done. We need to get this done quick. All right, let's do this. 3, 4... Oop, we need a little bit more. A whole bunch of ferrite dust, you guys, so keep that in mind. Need to make a whole bunch of ferrite dust in order to make that metal plating. All right. So now we can make another one. Boom! There you go. So now we can place it. And the best part is, once you've placed it, you don't need to place it again. So you can delete it. So let's go into our edit. And we're going to get rid of this. Boom. You'll get all your materials back, but look at this. We have our Nomad Exocraft. So if you need that material, just make it real quick and then delete it, and that way it gives you back all of your materials. You might need that later on, so definitely do that. And now we need to get to our spaceship, which is over there. Our starship is 3 minutes away. And actually, while we're here, let's look at our starship. We are going to need, on the way, we need a hermetic seal, which is condensed carbon. We have our metal plating for that. We also need pure ferrite and dihydrogen jelly, you guys. So, the first thing is, number 1, pause, hit your pause menu, go to your expedition tab, and collect your rewards. Every time you complete a milestone, they give you rewards for doing that. Let's do that real quick. So we got a Exocraft engine upgrade, we got an Exocraft boost upgrade, and condensed carbon times 500. So we got the condensed carbon we're going to need. Let's actually install these Exocraft upgrades real quick. That's an engine one. This is a booster. So you put your boosts next to each other. You put your like items near each other. So engine upgrade, engine upgrade. And you see how it's really, really dark, but you see that outline box around it? For a long time, I didn't think there was an upgrade. You know, a bonus to putting your technology together. There is. It's just a really weird color. I wish it was a brighter color, but they don't have it, so it's okay. It's not a brighter color. It is what it is. So what we need to do is we need to get some ferrite. Well, we don't need ferrite dust. We don't need condensed carbon. We got a whole bunch of that. We are going to need some dihydrogen crystals, so because we're going to need to make some dihydrogen jelly. Let's get out of here. Dihydrogen crystals are these blue ones right here. Let's grab all of this. Oh, yeah. And remember, you need 50 dihydrogen crystals in order to make 1 dihydrogen jelly. So keep that in mind. Just get as much as you can. And if you don't know where any is, click in your left thumbstick. You'll do a scan, and you're looking for a blue, it'll say DE, I think. Maybe there's not any around here. Oh, man. Nothing around here. That's okay. We don't need any more. We probably do. But there it is. So there's some more right over here. They're going to be all over the place. And so all you have to do is pick up as much as you can. Or maybe it's DI. Let's see. If I actually scan, let's see what it comes up as. It comes up as H. Okay, it's an H color. Or H letter with a blue box around it. That's what you're looking for. So just do a scan and it'll tell you there should be some like every 20 feet. You're going to run into a little pile. It's going to be randomized, so you might get a small pile, you might get a big pile. Either way, you need to get as much of that crystal as you can. Oh yeah, see there's some up there. Let's get that under here. Big crystal, that means you're gonna get a lot out of it. Yeah, all right. Now we are heading towards our ship right over here, our starship. Get some more, because you can also use this as launch fuel. Oh, gotta recharge our mining beam. Carbon, yes. Get all these crystals. Now you can always turn it into dihydrogen jelly, but I like having some on hand just because. You never know when you're gonna need regular dihydrogen. Oh yeah, and by the way, scan these animals. Scan everything you can because you get money for it. So why not? Scan this stuff. Scan these plants. You're going to get some money. Now, as you upgrade your scanner, it'll make you more and more money. Right now we have a bare bones scanner, so it doesn't give us very much money. That's fine. 7 minutes? How is that? Okay, we're gonna need to get our exocraft. So if you press down on your D-pad, go all the way over to this cool, like, portal thing. Go over here to your summon exocraft, and we have our Nomad right here. Boom. Let's get in here. Let's see how far it's gonna take us. Oh, it's only gonna be 2 minutes if we're in there. So yeah, use your Nomad if you can. The problem is we can't use our laser to get anything while we're in our Nomad. You can buy a laser and put it in. Like, I wonder, can we install one? Oh, we can. So, if we had chromatic metal, magnetized ferrite, and life support gel, we could make one. We don't have any of that material yet because it was brand new. We just started, so we're not going to be able to make that early or easily. You can totally farm it if you want to. I don't really want to. I'm just going to get to my ship and get out of here. So we're going to need some pure ferrite as well. Thankfully, we have an upgraded advanced mining laser on our multi-tool. So we'll be able to get that new problem. Speaking of that, actually, we need to get some pure ferrite. So, get this thing right here. Boom. Now, because it's a more advanced mineral, it takes a little bit longer to get it going. So, you know, it's going to take a little longer. That's okay. But we're getting the more condensed version of ferrite dust, which is pure ferrite. Give me that. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, we're going to get some oxygen out of that. I like that. Yeah, oxygen's very useful for making, like, life support gel or anything like that. So, let's get some more of these. All right, we're getting some crystals. So, go into your inventory. I got 7 crystals. So, what a crystal is, it's a random drop from an item from crystals, you know, that you are mining. So, if you do that, it'll give you a whole bunch of dihydrogen. Sometimes it'll even give you deuterium, which is a more advanced version of dihydrogen. But, you know, it's a random event. You know, you don't know for sure if you're going to get it or not. Let's just keep going. Holy cow. It doesn't feel like we're going that much faster in this, in the Nomad. It feels like we're not going as fast, but I guess we are technically going faster. Doesn't feel like it, though. 45 seconds. Let's go. So, yeah, we're just basically trying to get a whole bunch of materials early. That way we don't have to worry about, actually, speaking of that, let's go to our starship. Everything else, we don't have a warp drive. Oh, no, we don't have a hyperdrive. We're going to have to actually install that. So, once we get there, we're going to have to go to the space station and buy some materials to hopefully make a hyperdrive. Let's learn some words here. While we're doing it, you never know what you're going to need later on. So, collect materials, accept knowledge, you know, do all this kind of stuff while you can. Speaking of that, our exocraft has our condensed carbon in it. We're going to take that, because we're going to need this later on anyway. So let's do that. Boost. Let's collect some of this. We could sell this for money, so we're going to need to get some money anyway. So doom. Locate my starship. There it is. It's a terrible looking hauler. I love haulers. I don't like haulers that don't have those big old wings on it, though. This is an okay hauler. All right, so we've got our milestone completed. Let's accept the reward for that. There's mini rewards, and then you get your overall reward for the phase. So let's do that. We get our inventory slot ×1, life support gel, and starship launch fuel. Yes, we'll take that. So what I always try to do is your inventory slot that's free as a reward, use it on your cargo, because this is the most expensive inventory to get. If you try to buy it, this is going to be the one that costs the most. Or you can put it in your technology, one of the two. You can put it in your general, but to me that's a waste, because you could just buy these really cheap. Let's go with our technology, for me anyway. Gonna go into our ship, and it's gonna say, hey, your ship is broken. You're gonna need some pure ferrite and dihydrogen jelly to fix that one. So let's do that real quick. We need to make some hermetic seal, which is 30 condensed carbon, but we got that as a reward, so we're good. Let's also make a dihydrogen jelly. So we're good, yep. We were good on both because we were collecting materials as we went. We have our dihydrogen jelly and our pure ferrite because we got that early. And then our pulse engine, we can fix that as well. We have our hermetic seal and one metal plating because we destroyed our exocraft summoning station there. So let's use this waypoint. Now, it might not be a waypoint for you. It could be. But I'm using it because it'll tell you the location of a minor settlement. We can use that to buy upgrades, blueprints, or materials to upgrade our stuff. So now that we know where it is, let's go up into space, and we can go really quick and find it. I don't like first person. I like my third person. Thank you. Third person camera always. Even if it is a hauler that is ugly. All right, so our minor settlement is over here. 2 days. Oh my God. We don't want to take that long. I don't have enough recording time for that. And now we have liftoff. We left the planet. There you go. See, this is really easy, basic stuff. They want you to get like the feel for it. So for a brand new player, Expedition is a very good thing to start off with. At least this one is. Let's collect our reward. We get our storage augmentations and 300 nanites. That's pretty good. We could buy an upgrade with that. All right. So we have a minor settlement. Wait a minute. Summon your freighter from the quick menu. We have a freighter already. We already have a freighter. So while we're in space, you have to get away from a planet because if you're too close to a planet, your freighter is too big to get in there. Press down on your D-pad. Go over to this freighter icon. Summon it. This is my freighter. Look at that. Oh. This is Bob's freighter. Look at this thing. It's orange. This is made for survival, Bob. What is going on? Hello, game. Sean Murray, you're just giving me all the survival Bob stuff. Holy cow. That's okay. Did we already claim it? Oh, we did. We need to use our freighter to warp to a new system. So what we're going to have to do is we need to get inside here. What is our freighter? Our freighter is a C class. We're going to have to upgrade that or trade it for another one. It's going to be really expensive, though. Freighters cost hundreds of millions of dollars, so keep that in mind. You're going to have to save a lot of money if you want to buy a brand new freighter. Even when you trade in your old one, you're not going to get very much for it. Especially this one. This is a very low-level freighter, so it's not worth very much. So let's get in here. We can talk to... Let's see what our upgrades are. Do we have any good upgrades? We don't. We have one. All right. Let's see what our freighter... Does it have anything good? It does. It is a warp computer. Got it. We're going to put that in here. And our hyperdrive. There we go. Put that in there. That way they're both together in the technology. We also need to refuel it. But thankfully, we have warp cells in our inventory we got when we load it up. Let's go to our freighter. Let's drop them in there. And that gives us 3/4 of a tank. So you get 3/4. It takes 5 to fully fill up your hyperdrive. We only had 3, so we have 3/4 of a tank. Well, 3/5 of a tank. If you want to be real, actually legitimately real. So what we need to do is we need to hit our D-pad left and right. We need to find our expedition route. That's usually a green line. We need to follow this green line because we need to get to our first rendezvous. Now, our hyperdrive, because it's not upgraded yet, it's very limited. You can only go so far. So we can only go 151 light years. That's as far as we can go. That's what we need to do. But that's okay. That is totally okay because eventually we could upgrade it to the point where it could... Oh, man. Okay, we're going crazy here. We could go farther and farther. Or you could upgrade your ship a hyperdrive if you want to. Let's keep going over here. This one. And we're almost to the first rendezvous. I love it. Now, along the way, you can stop and go visit the space stations and upgrade your inventory. You can also... You can get, like, upgrades for your suit, like your shields and stuff like that. You could totally do that. I'm just trying to do it quickly. That's why I'm kind of rushing this. We should have one more jump in it. We were using up fuel, but we should have one more jump. There we go. Beautiful. We made it. We had just enough fuel to get us to the first rendezvous, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome. So once we land here, we'll be able to go and find the rendezvous. So now that we've done that, well, number one, now we've done our milestone of engaging your warp to a capital ship to another system. Awesome. Let's go into our menu and accept our reward, which is going to be a warp hypercore plan, warp hypercore times 5, and silver, tritium, and salvage frigate modules. Yes, I'll take all of that. We learned how to make a warp hypercore, which is storm crystal and antimatter. These are really important because one of these warp hypercores will totally fill up your hyperdrive 100%. With a regular warp cell, you take 5 of them to refill. This one only takes 1, so this is definitely a good blueprint you want to keep. Also, let's use our upgrades since we're here. We're going to purchase upgrades because we have our frigate modules. We have 5 of them now, as you can see from the top left-hand corner. Let's use this. So boom. Now we know how to make frigate fuel. Got that. And we can buy a warp core resonator, or you really want that matter beam. I'm going to save my salvage frigate modules to get the matter beam. We need 5. I technically only have 4 right now because this is what lets you teleport items to and from your freighter without having to land on it, because right now you have to land on your freighter in order to put anything in there. Speaking of that, let's go to our exosuit. We can move some stuff over. Like, for instance... Oh, it's already in the freighter. No, it's not. Where's my, There it is. It's in my cargo. We could take this and put it in our freighter because we can't use it for anything else other than our freighter anyway. We have a whole bunch of this stuff. Man, we need to... I like putting my silver and gold, my metals, in my ship. The launch fuel needs to be in the ship too. I don't know why they would have it here. Let's put all this stuff over here. I know I'm weird. I have my special places I put everything. But I have to have it organized or else I go crazy. Warp hypercore can go into our ship because that's a hyperdrive fuel. I think that's it, right? Yeah, that looks like it's about it. All right, perfect. So now we need to highlight number 1. Make sure you have missions highlighted that you want to do. So, for instance, that one I highlighted my... oh, look at this baller hauler. Dang it! I want that baller hauler. But I highlight the mission I want to do because it'll mark all the waypoints to go there. So now that we've marked the first rendezvous, it should come up on our... there it is, the yellow icon right there. So there is where generally where the first rendezvous is going to be. Let's warp on over there. We'll pulse drive on over there. And we have some stuff here. We can put some of this stuff in our... let's put some of these technologies in our technology tab. That way we can get them out of the way. Photon cannon in there. I don't like the rocket launcher, so I'm going to get rid of it. Simply because you get copper and you get condensed carbon for that. Which is, you know, 2 things you really want. So I'm going to keep those. We're going to land here, and we are going to find the first rendezvous. So this is going pretty quickly, you guys. Now, if I remember right, the second expedition was really fast. Like that first expedition, it took us about 7 hours. This one should take us about 2 or 3 hours to do. So about half the time. So keep that in mind. Don't get lazy. Don't think that you can just cram this in one day, because you never know. It could take you a little bit longer. It depends on how easy and how much you're paying attention. Like me, I could screw it up and it might take me a lot longer. But in general, this one's going to take you less time than that first expedition did. I guess we're going to... right here? This is as close as I can get. Let's see. Up. 1,200. Okay, we need to go over that direction. Remember, your sweeper is going to kind of show you the way, but not really, kind of. So we know it's in this direction, so let's go. What is that? It's like a little eyeball ball. Okay. Hot noise. Oh, wait a minute. Discover creature on a frozen planet. There you go. See, we're getting ahead of ourselves now. This is a milestone later on. So if you go to your expedition guide, it'll tell you, oh, it's in phase 3. It says new reward right there. So we did that. They want you to find a creature on different worlds. Visit a desert world. Find a creature on a scorched world. So you're going to need that later on anyway. So thankfully, we got that knocked out early. We got a supreme scanning upgrade, biological sample, powerful underwater upgrade. There you go. So yeah, we are kicking butt already. So what we can do is we can install those. So I have my scanner module. That is for your multi-tool. So you can actually, what the scanner module does is it increases the money you make by scanning different animals and plants and stuff. So you definitely want that. You know, we're going to move some of this stuff around because it needs to be closer together. There we go. Pulse spitter. I don't like that. We're probably going to get rid of that and use our positron ejector. No. Our scatter blaster. Positron ejector is for your big ship. So we know it's over here in this direction. Oh yeah, we also got a what is it called? Where's my other upgrade? Oh, underwater protection module. We're gonna put that in our technology because screw it. We have our jetpack. Oh, we need to definitely put some of this stuff together. All right. Hazard protection. We're gonna put that in here and put that in there. Jetpack upgrades. We should put all these together. So boom. Dude, yeah, this is my inventory is driving me crazy because it has so many gaps. There's so many different holes in it. It just drives me crazy. That's all right. We will fix that later on. Don't you worry about that. We're getting close to the rendezvous. I'm assuming this communication station is a marker for that. Well, let's scan this animal real quick and let's see how much money we make for it. We were getting like 2,000 or 3,000. Now we're getting 49,000. So definitely it's worth it to get those scanner upgrades, you guys. Just totally worth it. And also plants will give you more as well. That's a rock. That's a rock. Where's my plant go? Right there. Plant will give you more. The only thing that doesn't give you more money is rocks. Rocks will always be $200 whenever you scan them. Now, there is a reason to scan them. They will give you more materials if you scan them, potentially. But other than you don't get paid more money for your scanning, though. So that kind of sucks. Hopefully, they add that in. That would be... I want a bonus for scanning my freaking minerals. My rocks. So let's see. We're about to get to the first rendezvous, which is easy peasy. Right here. It is a portal, by the way. Rendezvous number 1. Reach the first rendezvous. Happy to have you here, traveler. Yes! First rendezvous is done. Let's go to our expedition tab. And we'll go to the first phase 1. Look at that. Easy peasy. We just got phase 1 done that quickly. Totally got that done. We're going to do our technology upgrade. There you go. So we got a whole bunch of stuff for that. We got a multi-tool upgrade, storage upgrade. Yes. We got 1,000 nanites for doing that. Yes. We got a whole bunch of good stuff for that. And we also get our reward right down here, which is even more inventory slots, Atlas firework pack, and a freighter recoloring options. That's what you get for completing phase 1. Oh, man. Atlas fireworks. Yes. Let's do that. 1, 2, and 3. Got our Atlas fireworks in here. I love it. So what we can do is, let's pop down some of those fireworks. Let's pop down the red one. We're going to pop down the red one. Look at that. Atlas firework. Yes, that's what they look like. And then you just fire off. And you have different colors. That's the red one. But you can do the gold and the blue one as well. So yes. Very, very cool. I love it. I'm going to call in my ship because I'm too lazy to walk back to it. Awesome. Awesome. That's phase 1 done. Hopefully you guys liked the episode. I will be uploading all the different phases to kind of walk you through to get through all of it. So hopefully you guys will join me for that. And I'll see you guys next time.